Hello YouTube friends. I just wanted to make another video because I got two big boxes in the mail that I've been waiting on. I was patiently waiting for one of them to come so I could open them together. But I just wanted to say I'm still collecting the Game of Thrones pops, and in the last video I went over some of the items into my wish list that I was kind of searching for a good deal on. And what do you know, on Facebook I was able to find Carrie and a gentleman named Matt who was selling their collection. So it was a great to hear Carrie's story. If you guys ever have the opportunity to get on Facebook and kind of explore around there, a lot of people have just been collecting, and those ones that are able to list their Game of Thrones, it's cool to hear their Game of Thrones pops. It's cool to hear their story and kind of how long they've been doing it. And anyways, it was a great experience, and she had some grails that I couldn't not believe. So thank you so much, Carrie. That was an awesome experience. And so to kick this off right away here, I wanted to, in the last video, I kind of went over my wish list and what I had remaining to get, and some of those are crossed off here, but I did end up getting Brienne of Tarth Bloody, and she's recently went down to 164, and I ended up getting her on eBay for about 140, but unfortunately I did return that one because it had some damages to it when it was shipped, and the gentleman was nice enough to work with me, and but I was kind of anxious to give you guys a side-by-side on that and kind of show you the difference. It's kind of cool. Just the bloody one, of course, just has blood on her armor, and it's a really cool piece. But there is an auction going on today that I'm scoping out, and hopefully maybe if I could get her for around 140 again, that would be a great deal. So wish me luck on that. Headless Ned. This is one that Carrie had. However, the price went up about $200, and I expect it to keep going up. That's just because so many people who have these shows and explain their collection, that seems to be the grail of all grails right there, just from what I've seen. Another one we have there is the Three Dragons, the one that's not all glossy. That actually went down. That's 150 now, but some people, I've seen that listed, but the person where I've seen it listed on Mercari has it for about 250. So I figured I'd watch it and see. I think that's a little bit high for me, but I'd love to add that one as well. So let's go to the back one. Grail. This one has went up in price. It's $185. Carrie had that one, but unfortunately she received the box a little bit damaged, and she had a great deal on it. I was just looking for something a little bit in better condition, but so it's still on my wish list. This White Walker Glow, I did find a deal on this. It says about $510 here. Somebody in Germany said they don't appreciate the pops up there, and she's having trouble selling some of her grails, so she went ahead and listed it on Facebook, her collection. And what happened was, yeah, just the shipping. She was able to kind of work with me on shipping a little bit, but unfortunately we just didn't reach a deal. But I got a good friend. She seemed extra nice. And I was wondering, man, if I ever took a trip over there, if I'd ever notice a difference in personalities compared to the U.S. or not. But she was just a nice person. And of course, Kale and Kali, 235. And I'm still looking for Daenerys and Drogon. The price actually went down. And I think that it's because I see it a lot more frequently now on eBay. I don't know where they're getting it from. It looks like out of the nation, so overseas. I'm not sure if they are still reproducing it. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. But you know, my mind just starts to guess and wonder why that is. But yeah, still on my list. Okay, so I opened the top of these boxes. I haven't looked inside. I just wanted to make sure they're easy to pull out for you guys. And then next I'd just like to go over and show you guys the pops and then go over what I paid and so on and so forth. So this is Carrie's box and I see the very first one, Renly. And this one is a Grail pop. I love this pop. Let me get to my spot here. So basically it's number 12. I paid $150 for it. The Stashopedia at the time had it for about $210. I think right now it's about $190. And PPG has it for about $195. And oh my, the condition of this pop, guys. I don't see a flaw on it. It's just in excellent condition. Wow. Wow, wow. I'm sitting there on the side a little bit. Okay, guys, here's another one. I've haggled with this one before. What do you think? Okay. Let me see it. Look at the transparent window there. There is not a smudge on it. It just looks beautiful and immaculate condition. I am speechless. I am speechless, guys. This one right here, I've haggled with people before and just haven't had good luck with it and tried to get, I was looking to spend around, I don't know, a decent price, but let's see, this one I spent $75 for. Thank you so much, Carrie. And I think right now it's about $100, but at the time Stashopedia had it for about $119, so the average price has kind of dropped a little bit. And then PPG had it for $120. And I also brought out two other number 7 Jon Snows just to compare here. If you guys could see it very well, I decided to do this shot here, but there is 3 of them. A Hot Topic one with blood. This one's not that pricey, and I think it's one of the coolest ones. And then these two side by side, I wanted to compare them myself and kind of see what some of the differences are, because they look about the same, to be honest with you. But you could tell from the outside of the box when I look at these that this Jon Snow has that official sticker. I think it was made from HBO or bought off HBO. She told me that that's a good site where she hunted some of these. And she also told me she got good deals on these herself. So she was a good shopper. I was lucky she shared some of those tricks with me. And so just from the box alone, I guess I could just see snow on his hair and his uniform. And looking really closely, I don't know if you guys could tell any other differences between that, but I plan to inspect those a little bit more after the video. Okay. Okay, what's next? What's next? Here is a 3-pack. Oh my. Oh my, how's it look? Okay. This 3-pack right here was one that I included, that I was on the search for in my last video. And it looks like this particular one, oh, here it is. I paid $220 for, and the Stashopedia had the value at that time at $250, and PPG had it at $230. I know with these pricier ones, the price kind of fluctuates a little bit more. And the transparent window just looks in excellent condition. This is museum quality pop here. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Thank you, Carrie. That's a nice one. I really like that one. Thank Alright, deeper in the box here. Oh, here we go. I remember these. Okay. I don't have the common one out, I don't think. I meant to grab that one, but... Alright, the next two, guys. The next two. Alright. Daenerys. And somebody fill me in. She has different color dragons. Some people call it an error, and I don't think it was. I think it was just made in a limited quality or quantity. So go ahead and fill me in if you want to leave a comment or something below. I'm very curious, but there's a red one, which is a little bit more rare, and a gold dragon. The red dragon, I paid $75, and the Stashopedia price was $125, and the PPG price was $105, the average that was spent by people. And I can't believe these boxes. Wow. And the gold one's a little bit higher up, and I didn't know if I was ever going to get to add it to my collection, but that's why I'm so fortunate to have Brandon to carry. The cost was $270. The Stashopedia price was $385, and the PPG price, average price paid, was $320. And I see a minor little dot on the lid, but and maybe just a little bit scratch on the back. So I don't see that decline in the price too much, and it's definitely shelf worthy for me. This will go in my long-term collection, and definitely a hard case at that price. I think they look excellent. Thank you so much. There's one Grail in here I'm particularly excited about. I didn't know if I'd ever see it, guys, and it's the very last one. It's the very last one. Okay. Tyrion Lannister. I bought the 3 out here to compare. So, in the beginning of the series, he had no scar on his face because he's never been to battle. So that's more of a common one. It's an older one. Then, during the series, he had... Oh, I'm sorry. This one's the common one. I apologize. I expected to see paint on the outside of the box on this one, but there's not. There's no blood on this side of it. And this is... Oh, this is the one I've been waiting to look at. It looks like there is awesome variation on this one. The costume alone... Oh, he has a ring on both hands. But his uniform, his uniform alone is just a different color. It's black. And he's preparing for battle, and that's his battle scar right there. And this one's just the general one. So this one's about $10. This one's harder to find, and I was really looking forward to seeing that one. It has a little bit of indentation on the back, but given its age and things like that, it means so much more to me than just this little ding right here. I don't know if you guys could see it very well. It's kind of pressed in just a little bit, but when I see a rare pop like that, it just doesn't have to be perfect. I just like it. And then I wanted to show beside it too, just the Lannister they had after that too, with the axe, with the battle axe, and so you can see them all together. But this one, if I see this one, I paid, let's see, oh, that's not the right, okay. The Scar Tyrion Lannister, I paid $380, and that was my first offer, and she accepted, which was great, and the Stashopedia price was $367 at the time, and the PPG price was $430 at the time. So again, those two sites really, those are two sites you could use to value the pops, the average price that people pay for it, and the two sites use different sources. Some people like Stashopedia a lot better. Some people like PPG and use that to store to value their collection. But I kind of use them both, and preferably Stashopedia. But yeah, this one, yeah, the prices for these really, really rare ones really fluctuate a lot. Wow, so that's it. I'm amazed by those. Those are great pops. I'm so fortunate to add those to my collection. Alright, the next one is Matt here. I noticed that this would be easy to open, but I haven't seen these as well. And these are some more just the monster pops that I like to collect. I thought they were a cool design to them. And then I saw some other ones that were kind of rare and kind of, I had some little bit more interest in them. So I decided to throw them out a bid. It was nice enough to accept it. And they'll go great. They'll go great in my collection. I really appreciate it, Matt. Thank you so much. The first one we'll go is a real common one. I'm real curious about the color on this one because there's a lot of different variations. There's a glowing one, there's a scented one, and I have a scented one on the way in the mail that I got off Mercari, the selling app, and this one is the one that he had, and it is in great condition. I like how vibrant the color is on that one. Oh, so it's cool. I don't know if it is one of the fur ones, actually. I had yet to get one of these. I was waiting to get Ghost from Game of Thrones in the fur one. I ordered it today, actually, for $104. But this will be my first fur one. This one was a little bit cheaper. This one particularly was, let's see, Swamp Thing. This was the flocked one, $10. The Stashopedia price was $13, and the PPG price was $8. And I really like this, the body on that. I like that one. That was well worth it. The next monster we'll go over is Frankenstein. I think in my prior videos I had another Hot Topic exclusive, I think The Bride, and so I've been hunting on Frankenstein for a little while. This one glows in the dark. I did buy a little light for this. Let me see if I have it ready. Yeah. Okay. We could give it a try, guys, real quick here. But I bought it just so I could kind of shine in there. Let me see if I can turn out the lights and see if it works really good for you. And there it is. Frankenstein. Okay. I bought that too for the Night King. That was one of the first pops I got. The Night King glow in the dark. And this Frankenstein is a nice piece. Very good condition. That is a great one. And another monster. He packed these very well, thanks. Put stuff around it. This one. We got the Mummy. The Mummy. Oh, I'm sorry, Frankenstein. Let me go over that real quick. I don't think I did. The glow-in-the-dark Frankenstein. I paid $40 for. Stashopedia had it for $51, and PPG had it for $45 on average. And the Mummy here. The Mummy, I paid $15. Stashopedia had it for $16 as the average, and PPG had it at $21 for the average. And yeah, it's just the Mummy from the Monsters. Alright, 3 more left. Or no, 4 more. 4 more left from that, and I can tell you what's on the way. The Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. I don't know if I plan to get this entire collection because it's been out for a while, and it's kind of hard to come by good deals on these, but this is the one that I particularly wanted. He had 2 other ones. The Lion and one other one. I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but he sent it in a case, a very good case. And if you guys could see it, that's the Tin Man. And with this one, I paid $65. And here's the price variation, guys. Stashopedia had the average at $93, and PPG had it for $70. So it's bound to just jump up and down the average price just based on what people are paying. And this one I got a very well taken care of one. I like it. Very good. Very pleased. And this one was kind of hidden. Oh, here we go. Creature from the Black Lagoon. This was more of a plain one. I bought the glow-in-the-dark one first. I have that one back in my room. And he had this in this collection that he was showing me, so I decided to buy it. It's not a real high dollar one. I paid $20. I think the Stashopedia price on this one was $36, and the PPG price was average price was $31. And just looks like a swamp skin, doesn't it? Like directly from the swamp. If you look at this and the actual swamp thing, isn't the swamp thing a little bit more bright and shiny? Okay. That's an interesting. Okay, here's two that I did a second. I looked over his, I thought I was done making offers for Matt, but I looked over these two and I really liked them. It's Tony Stark, and it is a summer convention exclusive, and he's holding a helmet for Iron Man there in his hand. Tony Stark, and great condition box, great set. This one I paid $25, and the Stashopedia average was $33. PPG average was $30. But it's a fairly new pop, and I like this one as well as the other one that I got, the Captain America. This one looked different than most of the Captain Americas I see. So he has this hard helmet on and a shield up. It's a 2017 Spring Convention exclusive. Thank you, Matt, for the great condition pop here. Wow. Okay, and that one, Captain America World War II, I paid $28.30. The Stashopedia average price was $45, and the PPG average price was $38. But I plan to keep that one for a little bit more. I think that the value will go up in that one, and it's just a really awesome pop. I've seen videos before of a guy talking about what are some really cool design pops that are newer, and that was on there. And after seeing it too, just here briefly, I definitely believe it. It's a great looking pop. So, all right, thanks, Matt. That's cool. We got one tiny box left, and this one I just happened to see at night one time, and I couldn't pass up on the deal. It was on Mercari app, so they just put off one flat price to pay. If you're interested, take it. If not, you could pass, and you very rarely come across a good deal. This one was too hard to pass up. And so both of these I got for $100. I think plus shipping. This one, oh, I'm sorry, they're packed really well. I usually are careful with opening these so I could reuse them, but given the video here, I'll be a little bit less careful. Rock steady. He only provided one picture of the box too, so when I jumped on it, it was soon after he listed it. And actually, I didn't get to see like the size of the boxes or the backs of the boxes or anything. And they look great. Bebop. This is another rare one. I think the people who have these tend to keep them in their collection and hang on to them, or put them for a really, really high price usually. So with this one, we have, or these two, I'm sorry, Bebop he's one of the coolest looking ones, I think. I paid $75.25 is the price I put out. Stashopedia's average price is $93. PPG's average price is $75. And Rocksteady on the bottom here, I put, where's Rocksteady? Rocksteady, I paid $29. Stashopedia's average price at the time was $55, and PPG's average price at the time was $55. So I don't think I'm going to collect the Ninja Turtles, all of them, but maybe just watch the prices on these a little bit and see where they go. I do like the Pops a lot, but if I'm going to save up for these really expensive Game of Thrones ones, there's going to come a time when I'm going to need to sell stuff like this. So maybe find a collector that wants to trade Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a rare Game of Thrones figure. That would be awesome. Other than that, guys, I think that's it. I do have actually Alina Tyrell. That's coming in the mail really soon. She has a new Alina Tyrell, the SDCC exclusive. I paid $42.25 for it. I doubt I'll make a video on it because I just have 3 more pops coming. And we'll see. It's so new that I don't really have an average price on Stashopedia, but PPG had the average price at $65. And a lot of times when something just comes out, they overpay just a little bit just because that's what sets the price. I mean, the people are wanting that don't have it and haven't seen it. They're wanting to get their hands on it. But I went ahead and paid $42.25 just to add it. And I'm curious to see what the differences are. I tried to look at the pictures between the 2 pops. If anybody knows, it kind of looks similar that I pulled the old one out. And let me show it to you real quick. I'm sorry. This one kind of looks very similar to this one, but I definitely know the sticker is different. I'll have to look at the pop again when I actually see it. I got the Swamp Thing flocked, the scented one for $19.25. That was with shipping, and the Stashopedia average price was $15. The PPG average price was $16. I'm curious to see what it smells like. What would the Swamp Thing smell like? You know? So I'm interested in opening up that box and taking a whiff and seeing if it smells like swamp water or what. I'm really curious. And the Ghost, I've been waiting on this one. I bought it today, the flock version of the Ghost, 2014 SDCC exclusive. The price has been going down a little bit on that one for some reason, but it seems to be steady. The people on eBay who are bidding the exact value of that pop, and they have been for a while. I've been watching it for about 3 weeks. I paid $104.25 for it. Stashopedia has it for $107. And PPG has it for $95. So, yeah, I hope I didn't. Yeah, I did. I included everything in there. I would love to hear your guys' comments. I always say that, but if you want to hit the like button, if you want to send comments or questions, tell me about your collection. If you have a similar videos that you share, I just like watching these videos. That's kind of why I like making them too. They're just interesting to see the collectors and yeah, share the deals with each other. And there's still more that I'm exploring for, so who knows what'll be next. I just figured I'd share this with you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.